Overindulgence, temper tantrums, and yes, even certain skin issues. These are just a few of the behaviors that can get you shown the door at Golden Corral. Getting tossed from Golden Corral for overindulging is far rarer than most might assume. In fact, there's only one widely reported case of a diner saying they were actually asked to leave for eating too much. So while the restaurant markets itself as all you can eat, most guests can enjoy that to their heart's content. Many patrons have walked through those doors with ambitious appetites, consuming plate after plate. YouTuber Airrack, for instance, once brought 50 competitive eaters to a Golden Corral, and staff proudly restocked the buffet even after the group polished off around 500 pounds of food. A rumor even circulated about a severely obese man being kicked out for consuming 50 to 70 pounds in a single visit, which allegedly led him to sue for $2 million. The story varied across articles, and it eventually turned out to be false. Still, one diner, Chris Dubyuk, did go on record during a WBUR NPR podcast, claiming he had personally been kicked out of Golden Corral for eating too much.
That man ate all our shrimp and 2 plastic lobsters.
"'Tis no man, 'tis a remorseless eating machine."
He mentioned piling roughly 5 pounds of food onto each plate. By the time he reached his 6th plate, the servers reportedly started making remarks about how much he was eating. After 2 hours and 9 plates later, he claimed an employee told him to leave to free up space for other diners, even though, at the time, there were still plenty of empty tables in the restaurant. In 2017, Rick Mock made headlines after being asked to leave a Golden Corral in Nebraska for wearing a t-shirt with profanity. According to 6 News, Mock had already paid for his meal and his family's when another customer complained about the shirt, which referenced President Donald Trump using an expletive. The controversy wasn't framed as political, though. The manager said the shirt didn't match the restaurant's family-friendly atmosphere. Nebraska law allows some cities to ban public swearing, but there's no restriction on profanity on clothing. Mock noted that he had worn the same shirt at the restaurant before without issue, and argued he was simply exercising free speech. Ultimately, however, the police escorted him out of the restaurant despite his stance.
It's riot time!
It appears that causing a scene while paying can also get you kicked out of Golden Corral. In 2024, Jose Barron and his family were reportedly asked to leave a Golden Corral in Aurora, Colorado, over a dispute with their bill. Barron later shared the story on Facebook, explaining that tensions flared while they were trying to settle their buffet charges. One point of contention arose when staff repeatedly asked what drinks the family wanted, despite them saying multiple times that they only wanted water. The bill itself, totaling $92, added fuel to the fire. Upon closer inspection, the family realized the restaurant had charged the adult price for their 12-year-old daughter instead of the kids' rate. When Barron questioned the discrepancy, the cashier appeared irritated rather than helpful. Instead of calling a manager to resolve the situation, employees had security escort the family outside, promising a refund that, according to Barron, never materialized. He claimed staff dismissed the $92 as insignificant and insulted the family during the argument. Barron eventually called the police, but officers didn't respond, as it wasn't treated as an emergency. News reports have covered the story of a family asked to leave Golden Corral because staff thought one of the children looked unwell. In 2011, Danielle Duford from Garden City, Michigan, visited the buffet with her 4 daughters. 3 of the girls have epidermolysis bullosa, a rare genetic condition that makes the skin extremely fragile and prone to blistering even from minor friction, leaving the baby with scabs. Restaurant employees expressed concern, and despite Danielle explaining that the condition isn't contagious, management insisted the family leave. Staff claimed that seeing the children made other diners uneasy. When the father arrived and refused to leave, a scene ensued, prompting the manager to call the police. No one was arrested, but the family was not allowed to continue their meal. Following the incident, the U.S. government filed a lawsuit on the Dufords' behalf, arguing that Golden Corral violated the Americans with Disabilities Act. A U.S. district court in Michigan ruled in favor of the family, awarding $50,000 in damages, plus a $10,000 civil penalty for the restaurant, and requiring the company to complete ADA compliance training. Golden Corral appears to consider customer complaints when deciding who to ask to leave, and in some cases, this has involved patrons' attire. In 2019, CBS reported that Soretta Emke was asked to leave a Golden Corral before finishing her meal. The issue? Her outfit. According to the manager, another diner had complained that Emke's clothing was too revealing. so she was told to cover up or leave. Emke asked for clarification on what specifically needed covering, but the manager didn't provide further guidance. She was wearing shorts and a low-cut crop top that exposed part of her midriff and cleavage. After the incident, her story made headlines. Golden Corral later issued an apology, noting that the restaurant doesn't have an official dress code. Staff received training to prevent similar situations, and Emke was given gift cards as a gesture of goodwill.